case here. We get another upside reversal on a slight increase in volume. And we can draw in the line up here where it's your traditional pivot point. And we also know where we're going to cut this portion of the stock if it moves back down. So now we already have 2 buys in the stock, and the stock hasn't even broken out yet. And if the stock does break out, we're going to add to it there as well. And the stock does break out, and so we would add there. And so when you have 3 buys on the, 2 prior to the breakout, 1 on the breakout, and we have a nice cost basis because we got in a little bit early. And the stock moves up and consolidates, and you'll notice that during this consolidation, we have 3 pullbacks, again supported by the 21-day moving average, which I'm going to talk about in a bit, but that's the magenta line on the chart. And so you can take advantage of these pullbacks to the 21-day moving average on these upside reversals. And then if you like, you can also add and pyramid into strength as it's clearing these short lines of resistance. So that is kind of how I would normally trade a stock. I use a combination of buying at pivots and buying on the pullbacks. I'll buy each successive breakout above resistance to pyramid and each successive upside reversal. Looking at another example, this is Lululemon. You can see you had a huge 51%, 52% correction during the COVID crash, a very powerful bounce off the bottom, very heavy volume. And then you get this 5-day pullback, and it ends in an upside reversal on an increase in volume. Now, the stock at this point is still well below the 200-day moving average, well below the 50-day moving average. But because we can define our loss easily, and our expectation is that the stock will move higher, if you'd like, you can actually get started early in the stock and begin to build your position. The stock does continue to move up as we would have expected. It now moves above the 50-day and 200-day moving averages and is now high enough, slightly high enough to count as a proper cup with handle. And you can buy your position, add to your position on the pivot. Note that in the handle, we did not get an upside reversal to buy on that. So you don't always get what you're looking for, and if you don't get it, you don't get it. You just find another, you wait for the next opportunity. Now in this example, the stock moved up for a couple of days and then retested the kind of the pivot area and moved kind of back into the handle and gave you another upside reversal. Very tight action here, not great volume, but very tight action. So you can use this as another opportunity to buy. This